some things never change. Monsieur le Président, j'aimerais remercier mes commettants à Battle River Crowfoot, Monsieur Kirk et le Premier ministre d'avoir déclenché un partiel très rapidement. Je pense que parfois, il va regretter cette décision, mais je pense qu'on est tous d'accord avec la mission de rétablir un Canada où le travail acharné est récompensé avec des logements et de nourriture abordable dans des rues sécuritaires avec des frontières solides unies sous notre fier drapeau. Est-ce que le Premier ministre en est d'accord?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Monsieur le Président, je suis tout à fait d'accord avec les sentiments, les objectifs que le chef de l'opposition vient d'exprimer pour notre grand pays. Merci.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, you know, the Prime Minister mentioned how much had changed, and it's true. I look around this place, and when I left, there was a Liberal Prime Minister who was making excuses about breaking promises, running massive deficits, costs, crime, chaos were all out of control. And whereas today, we have a Liberal Prime Minister breaking promises, making excuses, running massive deficits with costs, crime, and chaos out of control. Mr. Speaker, when will the Prime Minister match the grand promises with the real change Canadians need?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I understand the Minister, or the Minister, promotion. Come on over. Yeah. I understand the Leader of the Opposition was busy. He missed the largest tax cut for 22 million Canadians. He missed the cut on the GST for new homes. He missed eliminating all federal barriers to trade. He missed, I hope I'll have another opportunity to finish a very long list of what the Leader of Opposition.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Dans l'esprit non partisan, on va simplement insister que le Premier ministre adhère à ses propres promesses. Lui, qui a promis l'économie qui croît avec une croissance le plus vite dans le G7, maintenant, c'est l'économie en déclin le plus rapidement dans le G7. Lui, qui a promis que la nourriture allait coûter moins, ça coûte cher et l'inflation alimentaire est en train d'accélérer. Lui, qui a promis un budget en octobre, le demi-parti passé l'année budgétaire. Maintenant, c'est en novembre avec un déficit le double. Quand les premiers ministres vont...
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, this government has been absolutely focused on improving affordability for Canadians. That's why the largest tax cut, 22 million Canadians, every taxpayer in this country. That's why the cut to the GST. That's why the launch of Build Canada Homes, which will reduce the cost of home building in this country. That's why we back the CRTC to get broadband costs down for Canadians. We are building the strongest economy throughout the worst crisis in our history.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
In the spirit of nonpartisanship, we are simply going to hold this Prime Minister to his own promises. He promised that he would spend less. He's already spending 8% more. He promised the budget would be in October. Now he says it will be in November, more than halfway through the fiscal year. He promised that his government would have a smaller deficit than Justin Trudeau. Instead, now we hear that it might even be double. So a trivia question. Can the Prime Minister tell us, has there ever been a Prime Minister who has successfully doubled the deficit without even introducing a budget?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
It's a trick question.
Mr. Speaker, this government is undertaking the biggest investment in protecting Canadians in the Canadian military. Doubling our investment in the Canadian military from last year when this member last sat in the House by the end of this decade. This government, there's more.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
There's a lot more debt is what there is, Mr. Speaker. A lot more debt than we ever imagined would be possible. This is a Prime Minister who said we'd have the fastest growing economy in the G7. We have the fastest shrinking economy in the G7. He said grocery prices would go down. They're going up faster than ever before. He promised to create jobs. He has the second highest unemployment in the G7. He's really reminding us all of that sign at the bar, free beer tomorrow. But you come back the next day and the beer is still not free, and tomorrow never comes. Mr. Speaker, why is it that all of this Prime Minister's promises of yesterday turn into today's disappointments?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I think if we are going to build the strongest economy in the G7, and we will, we need to be clear. We need to be clear about the scale of the crisis we are in. We need to be clear about the scale of investment that we need. $60 billion in new projects announced last week. $200 billion in investment announced last week. $100 billion in housing investment announced just yesterday. That's the scale of what we need.